So welcome everyone. Once again, this is Kevin from CSMI in Australia. Today I'm going to share with you the big excavator, the EX 9800. So as usual, thanks for your question, comments, and if you have any more, please leave them in the section below. I'll try to answer them, or you can email us at info@csmi.com.au. There's a link to the website and a link to purchase this machine or any other products that we have on our videos on our website. So let's get straight into it. So this is a pretty big machine. In the last video you would have seen I did have some issues trying to take it out of my pickup to put it onto the table by myself because it weighs close to 70 kilos. The good part is you can split the machine into two parts, the upper body and the lower body for transportation. So in this video I'm only going to talk about the external of the machine, show you some detail, and then we'll go into the detail in the other videos so that we can capture everything, so that in case you decide to buy this machine, you have enough of information and can make a decision, or you can even email us if you have any questions. As you can see, it's a pretty big machine. I do have my 970 up there, so this gives you a rough idea of how big this thing is. The yellow machine, the 970, is in a 1/14 scale. This is actually built in a 1/25 scale. So even though the scale is much more, it's smaller by scale, it's still bigger in size. Very, very robust construction, super heavy duty, just like the real gear. You will see it in the other videos what I mean. Everything is solid about it. Everything is just, gigosmic. It's big. Everything is big in it. It even sounds clunky like the real machine. I'll get the camera closer. So in this video, because I'm just going to show you the overall of the machine, and then we'll just go into the details. So let's get the camera a bit more closer so you can see. Does come with a little screen up here that gives you some information about the machine itself. Everything inside this is steel. It's all steel. There's no plastic parts anywhere. The only plastic part is probably the lens on the front window. That's about it. Everything else is metal. It's got a lot of lights, a lot of work lights on the side, on either side. Let me bring the camera up here. You got work lights up here. Let's get the camera up here. You got work lights up there. So there's plenty of lights all over, just like the copy of the real machine. Let me just get the camera in there so you can see on the other side. You got work lights up here too. Very well constructed. I think it's pretty well priced for what it is, considering the size. I mean, there are some people who are always going to say that, oh, it's too big to move. Yes, it is big to move. It is big to carry. But you wouldn't be carrying something like this. You would make arrangements to track it everywhere you go. You'd probably build a small ramp to move it in and out, some light ramp. You can get some IKEA shelves that are probably less than 3 kilos. That will make perfect ramps to move these things around if you wanted to. And if you wanted to have fun, this is what it is, right? Some interesting things. These covers can open up, and you can actually put steel lead balls inside it if you want to make it more heavier. I calculated for the amount of balls that will go in, you'll probably get 12 kilos on either side. It's got an oil gauge in there, so the oil gauge shows you the level, because this thing is a tank, so just gives you an indication. The interesting thing up here is you've got a connector, and this particular connector actually splits so that when you actually take the machine, the upper car body, you can disconnect it from the connector. The teeth are fully replaceable. They're made of brass. All the teeth, you can see they're bolted. Real bearing caps, just like the real thing. Bring them a bit close up here so you can see. There you go. So yeah, you can see it's all CNC machined, everything. Just going to get the camera up in focus up here, just to show you the detail on the thing. So You got big LED lights on the top of the cab. You got a 3D printed cab on the inside. Unfortunately, the detail is there, but it's not been painted. But you know, that's putting your personal touches on it. The ladder is completely laser cut, so you can see it's pretty solid. It's not flimsy. It's pretty robust in construction, all the ladders. And here's a second ladder, and let's see if I can get this into focus. Hang on. It actually has a servo, and the servo actually activates that ladder up there, right? So that's how that ladder is controlled. So sorry about the shakes, guys. I'm just trying to focus everything. Let me get the camera back into focus. Okay, so bring it back in. Let's try to zoom this thing out. Okay, so I can get back in focus. Okay, I'm going to take the top cover out so you can see what's inside the machine. Okay, so the cover is actually solid steel. Everything in the cover is CNC machine. We'll come back to the cover a little bit later. So what's inside? Yeah, have a look. So you have the pump, and you have the motor. You have 3 valves. You have a custom designed power pack. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but the hoses are made in Germany, and they're rated like something like 1500 bar. 1500 bar. That's crazy. So these are very high pressure hoses. The machine can run at about 80 bar. That's what it's operating at actually 80 bar. Any more than that would bring no value. Full custom hydraulics inside it, specially designed only for this particular machine. These red things that you see, they're actually fire extinguishers in the real machine, or fire suppression systems in case you have a fire inside the machine itself. You can set that off, and it has sprinklers, and it will actually put the fire off and suppress it. So that's a copy of that. Pipe work. I'll just show you some pipe work up here. So beautifully bent and profiled to go into the manifolds. So twin rams all the way through. Plenty of detail, plenty of good construction. I'll go through the details of the tracks and stuff like that in the other video. So this is just an overall video, just to give you an idea. I'm just going to get the camera back into focus. And this is where I'm going to stop. I'll come back in the other videos and go into more detail about it. So, as usual, thank you for your question and comments, like on the previous videos. If you have any, leave them in the comments below, or email us at info@csmi.com.au. Thank you for watching.